The purpose of this video is to look at booking appointments in QFlow. There are specific SHA clinics that will not be available to the public or on the SHA patient booking system, so we are going to be booking these appointments through the back end of QFlow. To begin with, log into your QFlow user account. On the left-hand side, you can navigate to the user panel and you can set your current unit. You can set it directly to the clinic or you leave it at the SHA current unit. Then on the left-hand side, click on Tools and Calendar. If you have not been in the calendar before, you will need to navigate to the calendar or to the clinic that you're going to be booking the appointment in for. On the far right-hand side, you have My Calendar and My Resources. We are not using resources at this time. You can minimize that section. You can begin navigating to the clinic by clicking on the plus sign beside Group by Unit. It will start you at whichever level you have set in your user current unit. If you need to search for the clinic above, you can just type in the name of the clinic. I am going to be booking into my A training clinic, so I can start by searching for that. And there is my training clinic calendar. I can click on that to select it. At the top, you will see the clinic days are highlighted in blue. If there is no clinic schedule on that day, it will just be grayed out. You will need to navigate to a day that is blue where the clinic has a schedule. I'm going to navigate to April 7th. You'll look at the day to see if there are appointments times available. There is a legend at the bottom of the day view to tell you what the colors on the calendar mean. Blue is what you're looking for. Those are vacant times. When you're ready to book the appointment, click on the time, and then you'll click on the new appointment. Enter in their personal ID number. Typically, this will be their health card number. You do have a drop down for the ID type though if they do not have a health card number. Please note, if they just do not have their health card number with them, you will need to look that information up in the shared client index. Enter in the health card number and click Select. If you get patient not found, you'll click on the magnifying glass and you will search using other parameters. I am going to search using the last name. No results are found. I can close this window and I can create a new user by clicking on the plus sign on the right-hand side. I would suggest when you are creating a new user account that you enter all the information that would be required to enter this person in Panorama. So we would want their personal ID number, their ID type, their first name, their last name. If they want to receive communications from the system, you can capture an email, or if they want text messages, you can capture a telephone number 1. Telephone number 2 is where you can put home phones, or you can put their cell phone number if they do not want to receive communications. Continuing down, we have date of birth. It is easier to type in the date of birth than it is to use the calendar as it opens up to current date. When entering in the date of birth, it is the 2 digits for the month, a dash, 2 digits for the day, a dash, and then all 4 characters for the year. There is sex and there is gender. You can ensure that both match, but the important one that we're using is gender. I'm going to change this to female. The notification consent, if they have opted in and they want to receive communication from the system, you want to ensure that their notification consent is changed to allow. City is not mandatory. If they are considered clinically extremely vulnerable, you can select yes from the drop-down. If they are a healthcare worker, you can select SHA, other, or no if they're not. Province and zip code are also not required. We have all the information we need. I'm going to click Save. The patient has now been created successfully. I'm going to click Close. So on the left-hand side, we have now the patient information. The center section is the appointment information. You have the clinic where you're going to be booking the appointment and the appointment date. The first drop-down you have is for appointment type. Is this a first dose or a second dose? I'm going to say this is a second dose. Then you have the time. Select the time that they want to come in. The next field is our subject field. If this is a first dose appointment, you do not need to enter a subject. If this is a second dose appointment, we would ask that you would enter the vaccine that they received on their first dose in the subject. So if on their first dose they received Moderna and you are booking in their second dose, we want you to put Moderna in the subject. If it was Pfizer, you would put Pfizer. If it was AstraZeneca, you would put AstraZeneca. And then click Save in the bottom right-hand corner. You will get a notice telling you that the appointment was created successfully. If you want to see it on the calendar, click the link to calendar, and you can see we have our appointment booked here for a second dose for breakfast blend on Wednesday, April 7th at 9:50 a.m.